Well, thanks for joining us. We're going to be doing some painting videos. Now, these aren't tutorial painting videos. Ourselves, we're just looking to improve our own painting. I've been painting quite regularly now for several years, trying to improve my painting techniques.
I think the last time I painted was it for Arcadia Quest, maybe back in the fall?
Yeah, but even then it was just a couple of people, right? Like you haven't painted seriously for several years.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that I've ever painted seriously, unless... Well, I guess when
it took
the Warhammer.
Yeah.
My Warhammer Fantasy stuff, but that was like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And then after that, I painted here and there, but it's always... There's so many months or years in between painting that every time I just feel like I have to restart all over again, right? So, Are you going to tell me what I have here? Because I have new things.
I guess we figured we'd start with just painting a figure ourselves. No real commitment to anything, but we do have some painting projects already identified. But before that, we're going to do a couple of changes.
We're going to screw up first.
Yeah. And today, I think we're going to be painting for about an hour. I don't know if you want to take out your
I
phone
should probably
set a timer so we know how long we've been painting for.
Yeah. Let's do that.
And for myself, it's not a challenge or anything like that, but I've given my wife here some of my better materials so she can try them out.
Because so it has taken you 15 years to trust me with this?
Well, I haven't had these things for 15 years. These are fairly new items.
No, but you've had better quality stuff, and I always get like the ones that you get for the kids.
The only thing, like just as we start, is any of these paints with like the cross kind of lids. Those are AK paints. I recommend sticking to those. Okay, those are the best paints that I have. There are lots of varieties out there, but that's the best quality paints that I have.
Okay.
For myself, I'm going to try painting with these Army Painter War paints. This is one of the first generation paints that I used to carry. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, this is going to help me kind of figure out which ones of these I want to keep, because I think it's time to retire some of these. So I figured I'd give them a try, and as I work through them, I'll identify which ones are going in the trash can.
You had a rule about not mixing metallics, right, with the rest?
Yeah, so I use this water bin for metallics here.
Okay.
But yeah.
And do you use also a different brush for it?
Usually, yeah.
Okay, okay.
So what are we painting here?
Well, I don't know who this is. It's some sort of a ox.
Yeah, they're like oxes. Do you know what color you're going for?
No, I was gonna say, where's the... Oh, here's
it's over there. Is that you're gonna try and match it, or?
No, just getting some inspiration, I guess. Not very helpful. What are you gonna go for?
I'm actually thinking of doing kind of like a brownish ox and bone kind of tusks, or horns, I guess. And then I was thinking of maybe green for the cloak, and I'm not sure about the shirt yet, but I'll figure that out. Just so you can see, this is the figure we're going to be painting. It's from a board game.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to use for inspiration this other...
The eagle?
Jane's. So I don't know if you will be able to see it over there. But where I'm going to make it gray, and for the clothing, I'm gonna do some turquoise and blues. So I think that's what I'm gonna be using. I'm really bad with picking colors. I just pick whatever colors I like and not necessarily colors that go together. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so...
Right. So let's get started.
Where's your gray?
Paint. Grays are in that line there.
Oh, okay, but
if
you
you're
said...
looking for very dark, there's some German gray, dark gray up here.
But you said to stick to the AK ones, right?
Yeah, so there's like white gray there, green gray, off-white.
What are you looking at?
This row here. That's where the grays are.
How is that gray? This looks white to me.
That's green gray.
Oh no, I'm gonna have a sneeze.
All right. I'm gonna start with a dark stone color.
Okay, I don't even know what color this is. Can you use your shaker thing?
So what are you going to do with this?
The skin. Actually, should I start with the darkest first?
Entirely up to you. Not a tutorial.
Well, it's not a tutorial for anyone watching, but you gotta give me some tips. I don't know if this is the color that I want.
Ooh, this paint has really poor coverage.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go instead with the clothes first, because I feel like I'm gonna screw it up.
The clothes of
even-
the ox, or whatever it is? I
Yeah.
think it's an ox.
I don't even know what's skin and what's clothes here.
You get to make that choice.
Well, I tend to look at the pictures to give me an idea, but... Oh, okay, it seems like it's a t-shirt. Okay.
Oh, on his chest? Yeah, I think it's a t-shirt. That's what
Okay.
I'm going with. I'm assuming it's a t-shirt.
Options, so many options. I like this blue. I don't care if it goes with it. Can you put it in your shaker?
What happened to the gray you gave me?
Yeah, I will use it after. Okay, so... Can I use this side? Or do you want me to use this other one?
Yeah, this is your materials here.
I don't know how to use this web.
This is called a wet palette.
Yeah, I don't know how to use it.
You just put a little bit of paint in there, and it keeps your paint moist as you
Oh, I
use
put it here?
Yeah, just put a drop of paint in there.
Oh, okay.
And you work with your paint there.
And so, I have too many brushes here. I only use one for everything. I think I like this one more.
What number did you pick?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2 is all I need for everything. I guess I should have... I need to wet this first. This one here, over here.
Yeah.
See, I'm just taking so long to decide on what colors I'm gonna do that. Probably wasted so much time already.
Well, it's not a race.
Well, no, but it's gonna take me forever to finish painting this.
Well, you only have an hour. So it's going to take you an hour to paint.
No, I know, but I'm not gonna finish it, so... How many hours am I gonna need? How many hour sessions am I gonna need?
Well, I don't think our goal is to revisit this miniature. So you have an hour to get it to done.
Oh, I don't want to leave it half painted.
No, I'm not saying get it half painted. I'm saying get it done in an hour.
You're asking for too much. Okay.
As you put those first coats on, are you happy with your color choice?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
this one, yeah. It's so weird not to have music on.
It is rather quiet. Oh my goodness, this is like water. I don't even know if I can use this.
Yeah, some of these paints you've had since before I met you, right?
No, I don't think so. So before we met, I would have been using Games Workshop paints. And eventually I stopped using those and got into Army Painter. And obviously changed from there now to typically I use Vallejo or...
Is it Vallejo or Vallejo?
Um,
Isn't it in Spain?
yeah, Vallejo. This thing is practically an ink. It's so thin. He's wearing a cape, right?
I believe so, and I think it has like some kind of like, you know, the jackets that have a little bit of fluff or like hair on the hood,
Yeah.
but it's not a hoodie. It doesn't have a cap. What's it called?
A hood.
Yeah.
Do you have any problems with the wet palette?
No.
Any thoughts on what the purpose of the wet palette is?
You just told me it's to keep it fresh.
To keep it, yeah, moist.
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 You knew I was gonna say that.
You can also see how there's droplets of water. There's some water on the sides. You can even grab a little bit of water and mix it to get the water to paint a little thinner.
Well, I've been noticing that it's a little bit too thin, actually.
Too thin? I don't think so.
Well, I feel like it. Based on other times when I've painted.
This is what I would call it, too thin.
Well, you know what? Because I take so long that every time that I'm painting is like a paste.
That's too thick.
Yeah, but that's what I'm used to using.
Just wondering if I give him a red coat with a green cape, if it's going to look too Christmassy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, I do not approve.
You do not approve of
No,
that
Christmas
choice,
is
eh?
done. What I do need is a tissue.
I don't have that here.
Okay. Well, I guess I will be right back. Maybe not, because I'm wearing pajamas. Okay, well, I'm just gonna hold my boogers in.
I keep almost dipping it into my tea there.
Okay. So, next color. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the different setup that we had before, I'm pretty sure I almost did that too, dipping it in my tea.
So what did you paint?
The t-shirt and the fluffy part
The cape?
of the cape, yes. Now I'm gonna go for the cape because I want to go dark. And I know that I always go over, so I'm gonna have to fix it probably.
Too many choices?
Yeah. Oh, look, easy. Royal cloak. It's giving me a signal. No, not a signal, a sign.
A sign?
It was meant to be.
So the difference I find with like those paints is you can thin them and you still get like good coverage. You might still need more than one coat, but yeah, it is covering.
What, the AK?
Yeah.
I haven't even used any. Oh yeah, the gray one. Yeah, this blue one is not AK. Because I did not see this color in your AK.
What color is it?
Royal cloak.
There's a turquoise right here.
Oh, I didn't see that. It's covered. There's like one tiny hair sticking out of there that is touching where it's not supposed to touch.
I shouldn't be using the tip either.
See, you're not telling me the instructions.
It's not instructions, advice. Ideally, if you can use the sides of the brush. Like the body.
That's asking too much for me.
The body of the brush.
I'm not even swallowing because I don't want to move it too far.
I'm not sure what I'm going to color the jacket and the shirt yet. I'm going to have to figure that out. For now, I will leave it. Are you still happy with your number 2 size brush?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
I'm also using a number 2 right now.
See, I'm a professional. I picked the right one.
So what would you call a success at the end of this?
Just finishing. Even if it's just the one layer.
To finish and not be happy with it? Or at least be happy with it?
Wait. No, I think that I will decide if I'm happy or not. Like, if I'm not happy with my choice, I'm gonna change it right away. I'm not gonna wait until I'm done to see what I didn't like. And not having too many mistakes to correct. Because I always find them at the end, like parts that I miss, especially. Or, I mean, this one is pretty big, so it's not a problem, but with smaller miniatures, there's always a certain part that I thought it was something, and then once I'm done at the end, like, wait a second, this wasn't part of this thing. It was part of this other thing.
I think that's normal though. That usually happens. Especially when a miniature is over detailed and you can't really tell what something is at times.
I find it a lot harder when it's primed black. I feel like my eyes can't see it. Even when I highlight it first, like, it helps a lot, but it's still not as helpful. I found it with the Zombicide miniatures. Like, they had like belts and like some chain accessories. This one always get lost for me until the very end. Or they're too small that I just don't bother trying to paint it the right way, but then at the end I feel like, I still notice it.
What are you assessing right now?
Oh, I'm missing an arm.
That's what you're assessing? What you missed?
Yep. I knew that I had painted more on one side than the other one. I just didn't see exactly where. I'm actually wondering if the sleeve was supposed to be the same color as the coat.
The sleeve? Mm-hmm. No, but it does look like the cloak goes around his chest.
Oh no, come on. So then the sleeve was supposed to be...
Oh, that's alright. That works too.
I guess the sleeve would have been the same color as the t-shirt, right? That was on the chest.
Oh, I'm seeing the cape kind of like goes underneath the arm on this side. And then the sleeve is the same as the jacket. And then there's an... That's my interpretation as well. But you can interpret it however you want. What about the inside of the cape?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You're
do
painting
that
a
after.
different color?
Well, it's gonna be almost the same color. I'm just gonna make it a little bit darker. So I'm just gonna do the second coating first, and then I mix the rest of it with a darker paint.
Okay, interesting.
Oh yeah, okay, so the sleeves that they did here, they're the same as the coat.
Okay.
So, okay.
That works.
My tea is getting cold now. That means that I'm running out of time.
What's the timer at right now?
Don't distract me. Hold on, I'll let you know once I'm done.
I'm gonna have to start switching to a smaller brush.
For what?
Oh, the number 2 is getting too big now. Never?
No, number 2 is universal. Okay, we've got 35 minutes.
I don't know if I like my color choice, but
Well, you're running out of time.
I'll continue it. And you said the sleeves are part of the cape, so I'm gonna
According to
color
that
the
picture.
sleeves. It kind of pains me to throw out these paints because they're paints, but as I'm using them, they have very few redeeming qualities.
Well, couldn't you just use them for practicing, like for the kids? To go crazy with them?
I don't think so.
Why?
Well, I mean, technically yes, but if they're gonna paint, they might as well enjoy the experience.
Well, no, I'm just thinking of everything that you're putting in the landfill now. Can you give it a second life? An extended life?
I don't think so. That's my personal opinion. Technically, yes. Preference is no. Alright, let's see how the second coat goes now.
Yeah, I'm doing my... No! It's just about to say that I was doing the lighter color again after. So I wouldn't screw it up. And I just screwed it up. Now I have to go back and fix it. I missed it. So you gave me this thing. What is it for?
Dry brushes.
Oh yeah. Did you make this? Oh, it came with
It came with the dry brushes.
Ninja?
What? Oh, the...
Yeah, how do you say the handle name?
Oh, Ninja? Oh, you're talking about the...
Yeah, Ninja.
The wood thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So... Put this one. You should have put the shaker in the middle.
You work out.
I think I made too much paint.
That's a lot of paint.
Yeah. So I mixed it. And I'm not even gonna use it for that much. No. Well. That's the other thing that I do when I prepare too much paint of something. Then I try to use it as much as possible, even in places that don't belong.
So you worked on some video editing today?
Yep.
Learn anything new? Or try anything new?
Well, yeah, I had thought about doing a voiceover to explain the rules for how we modify the exit. Just like really thinking about how people, like what could be more universal, right? And if people don't like to watch videos with sound on, like me, or have a disability and they need subtitles or text, like I figured maybe I just do it text-based because people that, like a lot of people will be able to read it. Actually, I didn't think of that from an accessibility perspective. What about people that can't see right? Didn't think of that. Okay, anyway, so I ended up, instead of trying to time the script, because, I will have had to read it and then time it, and I just figured that was going to take a lot longer. So instead of that, I just tried to put some text, but I also needed to be mindful of not putting too much text that is going to be hard to read. So yeah, I don't know. Like, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the engagement looks like.
Were you happy with it? Do you feel like you achieved what you were trying to, or?
I think that I did my best with what I had. Because the kids, like, they're moving around so much. And it was a little bit hard to edit when, like, trying to figure out the super, like, the big spikes of the noise that they were making, how to reduce them. But then also, we were not wearing microphones. It was them. So on top of being loud, they were, like, extra loud because the microphone was picking up the noise. And if they were, like, making so much noise while we were trying to speak, then our voice didn't come through. So it was a little bit hard to do the editing. But I think that overall it captured the the fun, right? Like, which is important thing. And how, like at the end of the day, if you're playing with your kids, that's how it's gonna go, right? Like they're gonna start moving around because they can't sit for too long, and they're gonna start making noise. So it's really how it happens in real life. What do you think of it? Of the preview that I gave you.
You asked me right as I'm trying to paint the eye.
I've been trying to paint this line while I'm speaking. Boo.
Yes, I thought it was good. As you said, I think it captures what it's like playing with kids and the fun in it, right? You can hear their laughter and their joy at the funny things that happen throughout the game.
Taking sides when they don't support. Oh man. Did it?
They don't agree with your crazy associations.
No.
What happened?
I think I missed a piece of the jacket. I'm so confused. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Oh, and it doesn't show that part. Oh, okay. I get it.
It's whatever you want it to be. No?
Yes, but I did it wrong. I didn't see the difference. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna have to even it out. Which one did I use? Oh yeah, right. Royal Cloak. There was the one time that one of the paints didn't want to come off. To come out, sorry. And instead of using the pin to open it, I was like, nah, I'm pretty sure I can squeeze it out. And I squeezed it so hard that the whole thing came off and it made a mess.
It's all part of mini painting.
I think I'm gonna need... So, is 0...
Like the giant blue mess on the wall over there.
Oh, wow. Who did that?
I did that. Precisely what you explained. I believed I could squeeze it out, and the whole bottle exploded all over the wall. And luckily didn't get any on the figure and nothing on me. It was just all over the wall.
Oh, this office is due for
A renovation.
a reno. Yeah. Is that how you ask for a renovation budget?
If anything, that improves the look in here until it gets renovated. Add some color.
That's personality.
Yep.
Okay. So now that I fixed that,
And you're done?
no. Just trying to see what else needs fixing. Okay, so that should be fine for now. Okay, moving on to the pants, I think. My whole guy is in blue shades.
How much have you painted? Just his clothes?
Leave me alone.
Yeah, I only see the two colors on your belt.
Didn't you just hear that it's been 2 quarters since I painted anything? I still remember the only figure that I've ever painted with absolutely no help was my, what was it called? Father Norgal? Is that
No.
what was it called?
Your great unclean one?
Oh.
Father Nurgle.
Isn't there a miniature called like that?
No.
What did I do? Where did that come from? Are you sure?
I think maybe in the lore they refer to the god as Papa Nurgle, maybe?
Papa Nurgle?
I don't know if they refer to it as Father Nurgle.
I must have gotten that from somewhere. I wouldn't have made that up myself.
Well, I don't know.
But anyway, yeah, that guy. I remember I tried to make it as gross as possible. And it took me like a whole day to do it. I was very proud of it. It did look very gross, I think. And you sold it. You got rid of my father, Nurgle.
I mean, to be fair, it was because we weren't playing anymore.
So what? How would you have known that 20 years later when our kids were old enough, maybe we will go back to it?
Then you get the joy of buying a new one.
No.
Yeah.
That's expensive. And now we have a budget.
Yeah, you budget for it.
No.
And you get to paint a new one. Plus the new ones look much cooler than that one did. Oh, what color eyes do I give him?
Oh wow, you're almost done.
No, I'm not almost done.
What? It looks almost done to me. Oh, I don't like painting pants.
Painting pants?
Yeah. I'm trying to get in between the legs. It's so hard.
I know, I'm gonna give him some purple eyeballs. Just because. Hopefully it doesn't look too weird.
And then this thing that you have it on. The stand or whatever it's called. Oh man, I missed another piece of the coat.
The stand is there to help you.
No, it's not helping me.
Then take it off.
No, because then I'm gonna end up touching fresh paint.
Paint your miniature like a caveman, then take it off the stand.
It helps with the brush control not to have it on a stand, because then...
No, it doesn't help with the brush control.
Oh man, I cut it in the wrong spot. See, you're making me angry. Can't see.
Or do you need more light?
I don't know if it's just a reflection. If I'm... Oh yeah, I'm just seeing the reflection, I think. I don't know, I think no one is going to be looking at the crotch area here. If it's standing, it's just going to be like that, right? So
Yeah.
no one's going to notice it. But I did screw up somewhere, so I got to fix it. That's why I didn't like the speed paints. Because I always go over. And I'm never fast enough to correct it and clean it up.
I agree.
Like that guy that I was painting, that was supposed to have like certain colors, and I went over and I tried to correct and I just screwed everything up. And I ended up having to make it black. Because that was the only thing that could cover the mistake. You were gonna say something?
No, that I agree. Like, it's very hard to control the speed paints. I mean, you can, but like for me to get that level of control, to get the detail that I like, it kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
It's not much faster.
Yeah.
I'll have some of my cold tea. It's still actually a little warm.
You could call it an iced tea.
No, it was warm. It's a warm tea.
Found another part that I missed.
How are you missing so many pieces?
I don't know. It's until I got through the second coat that I start seeing things. Especially when I'm already fixing other parts. I always end up going back and forth between paints. I did feel a difference though with the wet palette or palette. What's the word?
Wet palette? I know you always
palette?
refer to it as a palette.
Is that the French pronunciation?
I think it's just your pronunciation.
It's the cool way to say it, okay? Yeah, I'm noticing that it's not drying the paint as... The paint is not drying as fast as it usually happens for me. Okay, so moving on to the skin. I don't know where I got this from. There, I think.
My OCD on colors and things.
Your what?
My obsessive compulsive disorder. I'm organizing everything.
Oh.
What happened now?
My hand is too shaky. And I got it where I had finished.
That's brush control system.
Lack
Lack of brush control. So as much as possible, you want to try and be pulling with the paintbrush instead of pushing. Does that make sense to you? No?
Is that because you're afraid that I'm gonna destroy your brushes?
No, that'll give you more control.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. I'm not listening to you. Yeah, that's what you're saying?
Yeah. It's not working. Nothing is working for me. This turned out to be more like a bone color rather than a grayish color.
What color was it? Is it
You
the
give
gray
it to me.
green?
Gray. Doesn't even look gray or green.
Are you sure?
It doesn't look green or gray. It looks white bone, like bone
It
white.
looks kind of green to me.
For me, if you say that it looks green, I'm expecting like actual
No,
green.
it's gray green or green gray. It's going to be a gray color with a light green tone to it. So it'll be sort of like a, I guess a warm, no, not warmer.
Cooler, you mean?
Cooler, yeah.
I don't even know if the ears are supposed to be a different color. No, same color.
How far down the arms is the sleeves? Does it go right up to the hooves like that, or the hooves going down? Where did you go to? Yeah, they
I
come
mean,
out.
I go as far as I can, and then I correct it. I don't worry about the details until after. Yeah, these lamps that you got make a big difference.
Weren't you just complaining about them?
No, I was just complaining about getting under the pants. Why don't they just make them with the legs closed? That way you don't have to get in there.
Like you said, no one's going to be looking down there, so I wouldn't spend too much time.
I'm looking at it. I know there's missing.
This green paint is so garbage.
So now you have your answers, you're gonna get rid of them?
Tomorrow's garbage day.
I'm pretty sure that should be in the other box that I'm putting together. With
Acrylic
the
paint.
special, yeah, the special disposal stuff. And the household hazard.
I don't know.
Yep, I'm pretty sure that you're not.
Water soluble acrylic paints. Well, we'll look into it. What percentage do you think you're done of your figure right now?
80?
80%?
Maybe? 70%. Now I have more to correct.
It's pretty high. I wouldn't even have said I'm at 80 yet.
No? I think our definition of done is different.
Are you doing highlights? Or are you just doing one coat?
I don't think that we're going to be able to do highlights. Oh, highlights? No. Maybe I'll do some dry brushing next time because it's still wet.
Next time.
Yeah, some other time that I come downstairs. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing layering on this.
You're not going to be able to leave this guy as is?
No. Who does that?
It's an experiment, an art experiment.
Yeah, that's fine, but you still have to finish it up. Because the hooves are supposed to be a different color, right?
Then what? I'm
Then
doing it the
everything
same
else?
color as the horns. That's my choice.
Yeah, one of the guys here in the picture has the same as the horns. The other one has a different color. Okay, horns. How am I gonna do? Is there like a greenish brown? What?
Everything's gonna be greenish? A greenish brown? Yes, there's a
bluish
green brown.
Okay, I shall get green brown.
Perfect, that's the one you want.
I mean, if it's greenish, then it should match, right?
Should match the tones you're going for.
I'm just picking random colors. I'm not trying to make it make sense. Hey, don't move the table so much. I'm not touching the table, but it's distracting me. I feel like at this point the kids have gotten so much more practice than me that their painting is much better than mine. They even have better brush control than me. So you used to paint before you met me?
Yeah.
How did you think that the hobby was gonna go after you got married? Like, not necessarily with me, but like, how did you expect it to be? Did you have any expectations?
No.
Because I'm pretty sure you didn't know about this until, I don't know.
Yeah, you did. I would have had my miniatures on my wall
Oh yeah?
when we met, yeah.
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember my big fat ogres?
I remember your ogres, I just don't remember meeting them before we got married. Here's our 1 hour. But I cannot stop here. I gotta finish this at least.
I'm not ready.
I gotta go for the second coat on this before we end. I'm actually not happy with this color.
Which one? The brown green?
The green brown.
The green brown, sorry. It's too brown? Or too green?
It's the green.
Is it making the face look green now?
No, I don't think so. It looks like a dirty blonde. It just looks very weird on the horns. It's just like, you know, when you dye your hair, but the color is not for you. That's how it looks like.
Chose the wrong color.
Yeah. Well, I could probably layer it with some other color. If the storm is still happening outside, I don't think that we will be able to hear it from here.
If the what?
The storm.
Ah.
Okay, now I'm just gonna stop it here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be like, just a little bit more on this side, a little bit more on the other one. What was it that I got you that you really liked? Was it the dryer for the brushes?
Yeah, I do like the dryer. I also really like that brush you got me.
What brush?
One of the ones you're using.
Oh, it was this one? I wouldn't have known. I think you had it in your wish list. Otherwise, the brush looks the same to me.
I didn't finish either.
Your brushes are not looking very pretty anymore.
I'll clean them. I'll use this. How many did you use? Just that one or both?
2 of them. I ruined 2 of them. Okay, well, this is how far have my guys looking like?
So we switch first? Oh, I wanted to take a look first.
Ah.
There you go.
I think the pink guys look a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But everything else, I like the horns, like this color.
That's what you were going for?
Not necessarily. I don't think that I had something in my mind, but I think that this is something that I will have.
You can see the
more.
difference in coverage though. Like the paints. Like this is already 2 coats of that coat.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that makes a difference.
And you can see how it looks kind of like gummy and wet, even though it's dried. That's been on there for a while now.
Yeah.
The quality of paint makes a difference.
Yeah, I guess so.
So you want to show them how far you got?
Yeah.
Or you already did?
Well, I don't know if I'm even pointing at the right
That camera
angle. And let's see if you can check out the pants. If you can't, that's good. Because I probably didn't get them all properly.
So working on through there. What do you think? Do the pink purple eyes start to look creepy? I was still gonna put a black in there, like the pupil's missing. So I didn't get
Oh,
to
okay,
yet.
maybe that. Yeah. You know what would have been easier? To actually just take a video of the miniatures that we knew exactly where they were.
That's right.
And just add them at the end.
We can still do that.
Well, you know, if it's quarter in, then... Okay, let's call it a night.
Well, our next painting session will be a different mini, or do you want to continue it?
I think we should finish it.
All right.
I'm not gonna be
We'll
happy.
do one more on this guy.
Yeah, one more session on this.
All right.